Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty Mix Power, and this is yet another day of me recording my endless space Sowers playthrough. Now, yes, last time I only recorded a single video in a day for a couple of reasons that I'm not sure if I explained or not, but anyway, I will not bother you with this ever again. Oh, while I remember, I will actually set off the timer at the proper time, aka at the start of the video rather than in the middle of it. And this time, for a change, we didn't get a fighting start, which is a good thing because, well, was it yesterday that I was recording or was it 2 days ago? I think it was yesterday. I couldn't vouch for it though. I'm not too sure. Wait a minute, there was an enemy for just a second here when I loaded this game. Where is it gone? Maybe my friends. Wow. Do you actually see that number? What did I miss? Wait a minute. I mean, how did the fleet so scary? What? Over 4,000 military strength compared to my. Well, I am barely above 1,500. I mean, sure, I only have 3 ships left, and they are heavily damaged as well after the series of battles, but still, 4,000? How? What did... Well, I guess they do kind of have a large empire, and watching this entire map, it seems like they are actually in the best position possible right now, because for the longest run, Sowers look like they're doing very well, but now they are facing a war in all of the fronts, and this is really not a position you want to find yourself at. So I'm trying to make the life a little bit easier on them by getting into an alliance with amoebas, but for the moment I don't have the technology just yet, so I can't do anything with the fact that they were just friendly and nothing more than that. Maybe I could trade the technology from my friends though. Let's see. Unstable. No. Oh wow. Hello. I want this one in a moment. I will think about that one. String Gravitex Drive. Perfect slugs, yada yada yada. Well, many of these are good, but the only one I care about are those. I'm surprised though. Where is their technology that allows you to get into an alliance? I mean, they have it. They propose an alliance to me, so they obviously have this technology. Why can't I get it from them? I don't really get it. I'm a little bit confused. Anyway, what can I give them in return? I speak English. Let me see. Well, radiation proofing, uniform shooting and reflective armor seems to not do the job. How about advanced fusion power? Not really that great as well. How about well, this is a really good upgrade, and they still are not satisfied with it, are they? How about money? Maybe they want money. Let's see how money talks to them. Okay. Over 1,000 dust, and I can't give them anything more. Wow, apparently they really value this upgrade. Don't get me wrong, this is a really good upgrade, but still, it's not that great, jeez. Okay, I'll give you... Seriously, I just give you everything I have. And it's still... Wow. Now I just really don't kind of believe this computer saying that this deal is on my favor still. I mean, seriously, the amount of technology I give them, sure they can get technology in an instant, but... Okay, let me just try that, because it might be a bug, might be not, but I'll just give them those 2, see if they agree. Nope. Okay, let's try all of them. Nope. We are very close and an alliance. They are supposed to agree to many things. They should even give me this for free if I ask nicely, and I do ask nicely. Whatever, I'll just get this upgrade myself. I'm still a little bit annoyed though. Anyway, anything I can do. Well, I believe I am supposed to design a ship. Isn't that right? Let's see where we stand on technology standpoint. Yep, I am researching nanobionic shielding, but before that I will prepare a battleship class of ship just to show it to my friends. Pretty much, that's the whole deal. Now I'll go in this kind of route because I seriously have no need whatsoever for food that those... Oh, +3 industry on explode maneuver tempo. That's a good one. Still, nah, it's not like a day saver for me or anything. Even if it does take me only one turn to get this upgrade, I kinda don't care. So instead, I'll just design my new ship because it sounds like a more interesting type of ordeal. Now, battleship, here we go. Let's hope it looks awesome. It looks like a drill. I mean, futuristic drill. Let's wait. I don't want you to rotate that fast. Okay, hold on, steady now. It's kind of awesome looking though. Wow. I mean, you could argue that its design is simplistic. Maybe that may be the truth, but still, it looks kind of awesome. And it's pointing needles at me, but it looks awesome. There's no doubt about that. And I already have a name ready for it. Kinda the one I was going to go for. So let's first of all start with the most important support module I could think of, which is advanced containers. Yeah, sorry, I just immediately after saying containers, somehow in my mind this option with Jesse Cox saying taters over and over again open up, and I don't know, I'm sorry. Anyway, I need a Hyperion for accelerated magnetics, however, I will soon have Hyperion, so what does it give me? More laser damage absorbed, more all the stuff absorbed, really nice stuff, I kinda want this. What else? S to go, kinetics or whatever it's supposed to be spelled as. Maybe yes, maybe no, probably not. Let's see how we stand in terms of every other module we have. High isotope plating, of course, I'm obviously going to go for it. 7 will be enough though. 3 of active mirroring, or actually 5, I don't know, I might face up an enemy who already has laser technology and I want to be ready, so that's why I put a whole number of 5 in active mirroring, even though most certainly I will not need it. Then again, it's a battleship, it means that I have reduced tonnage on every defensive type of ordeal, which is very, very good for me. And a lot of dense plasma shields, because as you've seen in my previous video, you know, the Empire kinda has a lot of rockets, and I'm kinda aware of those. No, actually, I'm going to increase high isotope plating even more and dense plasma shields even more. Actually, let's not go that far, you know. I think it's way more than enough the way it is right now. And I will go for 3 railguns and 2 torpedoes. That's not good enough for me. I'll just lower those 2 and allow myself to get 2 more plasma rockets. Fully filled tonnage, that is absolutely perfect. I couldn't think of a better section of items. Well, probably I could, but I think you know what I mean. And if you don't, well, that's too bad, I guess. Mostly for me, because I'm probably just talking gibberish as usual. But it doesn't matter, Mistray is ready. And I'm quite happy with that. Now, as you can see, I'm still having this problem with my nose being... I still haven't figured out how it's called in English, however, I'm still making this noise with my nose. It actually kind of makes sense if you think about it. I mean, noise, whatever. It's stupid. But actually, it is only partially because of allergies. Actually, it might be not due to allergies at all, because... well, it is partially because of allergies, but... Last time, as you might recall, I mentioned a game called... Analog, a hate story, and I just finished it like half an hour ago or something. Wow, it's just, I will have to rant about it for a little bit. Yes, please, I would love to have a cooperation agreement. So I'll try to not make my mistake again and rant while not playing. I'll try to rant while playing, which is way more difficult, but well, I have to try to improve, right? So that's precisely what I'm going to try and do. Where was that hero station at anyway? I've just realized I would like to check this. Oh, at Comer, oh, okay. I'm in this kind of middle ground when I neither want to increase or decrease my tax rate, and well, the problem is I would love to increase it, just to get more dust and all, but then again I would kind of want to decrease it so just that my people are more happy with me. But then again on some other of my plans they're ecstatic, and I don't know, I will just leave it to this for now. I guess it's affordable. That's not the word I'm supposed to use at all. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Anything that I can do this turn, not really, there are no fleets for me to fight. I know that some of you are probably yelling at me right now. Construct more ships! I will when I get a Hyperion. And yeah, after I get my new class ship. But however, I just realized before that happens, I will want to have the smart cargo upgrade to make my Dreadnought ship even more powerful. So even though I will soon unlock this technology for Dreadnoughts, I will not use it really. Not until I get self-replenishing structures, and probably, preferably, after I get some cool other type of upgrades. For example, hypermagnetics that Sowers were reluctant to give me, even though I can get it very fast myself, so yeah, screw them. And any other upgrade I would actually want to go for. Space abilities might be an interesting way to go. Director Plasma as well. Any of those options that I could go for are really interesting, and I'm not sure what I should choose, really. Man, it will be a difficult choice, let me just tell you that. For now, I will go with what I queued up. And I'm gonna end my turn. So, am I recording, by the way? Yes, I am, that's good. Oh man, I'm sorry. So, let me just tell you this. Koreans are probably awesome by default. I have no idea how they doing, but apparently now I am convinced that both in their movies, and I will engage in a second, but in both their movies and apparently their games as well, they just somehow are able to make you so attached to the story. It just grips your attention all the way through. You cannot stop playing, watching, whatever you're doing with any form of art you're experiencing right now. You cannot stop. You are so enthralled by it. It's just incredible. And also the emotion play. I heard many times that Koreans are the masters of small love stories, melodramas, all of this kind of orgies that I never really did watch. But I now genuinely believe this is true. Wait a minute, I'm actually thinking about what upgrade I should go for, and this is but time to think about it. I'm not really sure. Oh man, this is going to be problematic. Rockets, a lot of sort of rockets. Maybe I should have gone for... Yeah, I probably should have gone for camouflage. Let me just reduce the volume just a little bit. It might be a tad too loud, I'm afraid. So I reduced it. Okay, camouflage in the medium range and in the close range. I will go for magnetic field, I guess. Still, things do not look too good for me. I do believe the enemy has a very big advantage over my fleet. I already lost 2 ships in a single volley of rockets. This is definitely suboptimal. Now the enemy went for adaptive strategy, which makes things even more frightening for me. I did counter it kinda just by going for camouflage, but still, I'm very much afraid so. I will have to go for magnetic in melee phase, simply because the enemy also has some fierce kinetic firepower added to them, but things don't look too good, if you know what I mean. Only 1 ship left, and I do not really think it will be able to survive in this melee phase, even with the magnetic field turned on. Yeah, and there we go, it's gonna crash, it's gonna crash! Mayday, captain! And we didn't get to see it. It would be awesome if we could see it though. Man, I just imagine that. However, you might probably hear that I am excited. I am kind of excited and happy to see all this battle and stuff, but there is not this vigorous happiness that is there with me usually. I'm not sure if this is the way to put it. Wait a minute, I just wanted to see what the enemy went for. Both missile and kinetics as usual, so not much that I learned from them this time. But as I said, Koreans apparently they are masters of playing good emotion, and I'm not going to doubt that at all. It is definitely true. It's just, man, this game, I'm not even totally sure if I can qualify it as a game per se. Because, well, it's definitely more than just an interactive book, and it would be an offense to call it that. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to do this thing. Offline, thank you very much. So anyway, yeah, it isn't an interactive book, but I'm not totally sure if I could honestly call this game a game. Yeah, I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's more or less what I wanted to say. Still, well, it is interactive by all means. There's no doubt about that. I'm just wondering if this level of interactivity. Well, I'm 100%, there's a 100% level of interactivity. I'm just wondering if this is actually a game, because most of it is text. I don't know. For me, I don't care, because it was absolutely an amazing stellar experience. I loved it. I cried at it, genuinely cried at it many times, especially at the end. And you might recall me doing the same thing after watching this Korean movie as well. The Memories of Murder, yes. And you might think, well, you are a sensitive person, apparently you're crying at everything. Yes, I am a sensitive person, but no. This is the first time ever I cried because of a video game. First time ever! And I played a lot of them too. I think this should tell you something. The amount of feelings that Analog: A Hate Story invoked in me was just huge, and I cannot overstate how... I mean, it's just... I can't really express it. I think... I'm a little bit afraid to say go and experience it for yourself, because it's not a game for everyone. It definitely is not. I'm not even sure how I should describe it to you so that you know what kind of game this is and if you're not going to like it or not. I don't know. I'm not good at this kind of... I'm not going to judge. I don't know how to judge. I don't know how to assess or review this game at all. It's difficult. It's not a usual game by any stretch of imagination. It's different. And it's amazing, at least for me. I'm totally sure that this game will be viewed very differently upon different kinds of people. For example, well, it really probably depends a lot from your personality. For a person, any person that is in any house similar to my has a similar personality in any type similar to mine, you're going to love it. Either that, I'm not sure. I simply do not know. I however know for a fact I loved Analog: A Hate Story. I really did love it, without a doubt. Now I know maybe I was supposed to comment on this battle, but to be honest, with my awesome hero, I wasn't really afraid I could lose it, so there wasn't really much I could talk about in this battle. I mean, I could, of course, and I would be happy to, but for now, I think it's even more important to talk about Analog, because I just want to express how amazing it is, and that's a hard choice. Inside or Team Spirit? I'll go for Team Spirit. Maybe it's... Nope, it didn't give me the Graviton Well ability. I'm kinda running out of time to discover it. It's kinda scary. I guess maybe I will not be able to get it. Oh well, too bad. I will live without it, I guess. So... The enemy of my enemy Kribes attitude to me is now friendly. Well, that never actually happened to me before. It's not gonna matter because I cannot literally be at peace with them. It's simply non-possible. Still. No. And now Amiibas are warm with me. That's even cooler. And he sure are suspicious. I do not really care about that at this point. Lurian finished an upgrade. That's very cool. And oh, it's this planet, isn't it? Well, I guess I could go for Infinite Supermarkets and then for Planetary Institute. And excuse me, does it give me anything with Gas Methane? No, it does not. So afterwards, I'll just go for more industry, more dust protection, I guess. And that will be it for Lurian system. Is this? Oh, yeah, I guess this is. 3 of my ships are ready. That's good enough for now. I guess I'm sending them to Korana ASAP because I want them stationed there. I want my borders to be sealed up right now, and United Empire fleet can just snuggle behind my borders and just start wreaking some havoc along my systems. I don't want this to happen, needless to say, so I'm desperately trying to get my ship over to this Korana system again and try to blockade it as effectively as possible. So yeah. Going back on another topic, I know, I'm going to keep going back onto this topic because it's just, I can't get over this game. Especially the Hyune character, I'm not sure if this is the way you're supposed to spell her name because it's an English pronunciation of a Korean name. If they would have written her name in Korean, I would have no problem figuring out her name, but they didn't, so I kinda have to improvise, but I think she's supposed to be called Hyune. Not sure about that. Still, an amazing character, by the way. And oh, I don't want to spoil anything, but this is so amazing. Also a little bit terrifying because the society that is showed in Analog: A Hate Story is actually based on a real society in Korea in between years. I believe it was something like 1400s up until 18 or maybe even 1900s. I'm not too sure, I don't want to lie or anything. But it's something along those lines. When Joseon dynasty was at its best and Korea was free, independent and all in all, there was this time that there was just this really wrong attitude that people were holding towards women, and even women themselves were holding towards them. And it's sad because this kind of attitude is still held in Japan. I'm not sure if it is held in China, I imagine it is, but I don't know. I know for a fact it's still a problem in Japan, even though Japanese women generally don't say it's a problem, I say it is. I maybe not the one to talk, but I believe it is. In Korea, fortunately, things are now improved. They're definitely not the way they were in the times of Joseon dynasty, and they're not as they are described on this spaceship that we are at in Analog A Hate Story, because the action takes place on a spaceship. But anyway, well, currently in Korea the situation is better. It's still not as good as I would like it to be. I still believe that women should definitely be higher rated than they are. Even though they are high rated, kinda, it just doesn't feel like enough for me. It's difficult to explain to anybody who doesn't know that much about Korea, to be honest. Or Europe if you are from Korea. So I guess, yeah. I did talk to a Korean the other day, and who was really surprised about the way we treat women in Poland. So I guess it's the matter of perspective, probably, more than anything else. But still, man, there's just so much stuff I could talk about this analog day and night long, and it's just incredible. I'm really happy though that the creators of this game, because for example, I knew for a fact that how the things about the women were about in the old times in Korea and how they a little bit still are in Korea. But many people would probably not know that while playing this game, Analog. So for example, I'm really happy that after you beat this game, you can read the historical note or whatever it's called in the main menu, and it actually tells you that yes, this society, even though technically it's fictional because the action of the game takes place in the future, it is actually based on a real society that was actually real in the past, and that's the way women were treated. And it's whoa, those are highly, I'm going to go off topic, but those are some highly upgraded rockets. I'm generally afraid at this point of the game United Empire has really some scary rocket technology, and I'll have to adapt to that. Anyway, going back to Analog topic, I'm really happy that the creators of the game put this annotation, because I think people should be aware that this is the way it used to be in Korea. Unfortunately, the women were really... the rituals of the women was to be obedient, to be a man's property and nothing more than that. That was the biggest virtue of a woman. I so disagree with that. I believe any of you that is in any way sensible or anything probably knows what I feel like. I mean, it's just natural, at least for me it's natural. Still, yeah, I'm just very happy that this kind of note was put at the end of the game. Man, I just realized that I'm talking about Analog a lot, and I really want you guys to get interested in that and stuff, but I just realized that you probably, in all of this my rambling, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. You may be trying to understand what I'm saying, but because of the poor quality of my rambling, you might not be able to. No, I'm not giving you anything, you shall go away. I don't care about you. I'm sorry, that's just the way it goes, and there we go! Dreadnought is ready, but I'm not going to design it, as I said before, I get some better technology. Especially, now I know I will need some anti-missile technology. Excuse me. So I'll definitely queue that up. Now, okay. Actually, you know what? I don't really need it. I already got the better one that I have on my Malars. So, never mind, I guess. Anyway, I guess on Analog, I don't really need to keep producing those Malars anymore, because soon I will be able to make a better type of ship, so I'll just go for the dust production and I'll send this ship going into the general direction of my main fleet. This sounds about right. Actually, I could maybe and maybe should send it to Am, but for now I don't really think this is a necessity. So, while we are ending for this turn to end, I am actually going to take a sip of juice, something I didn't do in my last video. Yes, I know, I was very surprised myself. Anyway, I'm going to do this now, so give me a second. I spilled a bit of it. But it's so tasty nevertheless. But just to show you how much I love analog, exchange all the juice in the world just for the privilege to play analog if I knew how much I would like it. I'm quite serious actually right there. This is a game I would genuinely really care about playing. I feel like it mattered. Maybe even though I know you probably think that I'm just over exaggerating or stuff like that. I know how it sounds. A little bit ridiculous probably. Or strange or whatever. It doesn't change the fact. I just can't get over this game. Can't stop spazzing about it. I can't stop thinking about it either. Man, it's the first time ever a game has evoked those kind of deep emotions in me. You know what I mean if you played it? Maybe, maybe not. As I said, I'm not sure. It is probably a personal preference. But you can just hear it in my rambling. I mean, just the fact that I can't stop talking about it. Just like I couldn't stop talking about Sonya Shide in the past or Korea, and I still can't really stop even mentioning Sonya Shide, but it's just a similar type of deal. I don't love this game as I love Sonya Shide, no, don't get me wrong, but I'm just amazed at the amount and intensity of emotions it was able to invoke. It's mind-boggling me. This is the proper expression to use in this case, but it definitely is. I really feel like that's the case. Also, another cool thing about this game, I mean, it does have playability to it. It actually has quite a lot. It has 5 completely different endings, but I'm not sure if I want to discover the other 5. Now, I will give you the reason. After you end the game, you are obviously able to re-watch the ending you got again. However, you also, in the same screen that you're able to see the ending you've seen before, you also get a hint toward what all the other endings are. So I know for a fact what would await me more or less in the other ones. So one would be just like, yeah, do your job, do what your mission is supposed to, what your mission told you, and you're just going to... And that's pretty much about it. You don't really care, and you just pass through the game. The other ending that I didn't get is just that you are cold-hearted bastard, and I could not imagine. I mean, I know how you probably would get this ending. Sorry. Well, you would have to really be a cold-hearted bastard to get this one. I cannot understand it. The third one I kinda get. I think in order to get it, I would have to pursue a different main character, because there are 2 main characters that you can pursue per se. So if you got to pursue the other one and made some different choices, you would get the third different ending. And I don't really want this because I didn't like the other character that much. I mean, it was really a flesh and blood character. It felt real. I simply didn't like her. That's the point. But in terms of the character design, yeah, she was great. Anyway, and the last ending is apparently some kind of impossible ending. It's called a harem ending, and it's supposed to be almost unachievable, I guess. And to be honest, even though maybe it sounds like, yeah, this is the unachievable ending, so if you get it, you're like total badass and you're cool and you're great and stuff. I don't think so, no. I think the ending I got is literally the best ending I could imagine. No, I'm sorry. Just watch the battle. I need to... Now, way to go, Pancake. That's the second time this happened to me. No, I'm tearing up. I'm actually crying right now. Sorry, I just... Should I pause the video? It's really embarrassing to me. I feel I'm blushing. I can feel it right now. Even though you don't know me, crying on camera, or rather on microphone I would say, is... It's a little bit embarrassing, but I really... Man, the amount of emotion. It's embarrassing. I mean, my face is all wet. I keep trying to omen. I almost was too late to go for ultimate defense, but I keep just getting my tears away because I can't even see. I can barely see the screen. That's how bad it got. And I just thought about this game ending, and I think I should change subjects because there's no way I'm going to be able to continue comedic like that because even now I can barely speak. I know that I am not the best commentator in the world, not by any stretch of the imagination. I am pretty bad at what I do, but it's not usually that bad. It's just no wait. Actually, I think I feel a little bit better, so I might be able to continue, which is good, I guess. I don't even remember about what part of the game I was talking about. Oh yes, the endings. Okay, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. I think I'm not thinking about it. I mean, I obviously am, but because I keep repeating the same text over and over and over again, I think it distracts my mind a little. And because of that, yeah, I think I'm not crying. Yeah, I stopped crying, and that's good. So... Yeah, I'm sorry, I need a second. I need to get back into my video casting mode. Galactic Leaders, the hero... Okay, my hero has reached level 20. This is the last time I can spend it on ability points, and still no Gary well. This is sad and all in all, but I guess I will just go for Insight 2. I really liked Science Leech. It is pretty pathetic, to be honest. It's a very small Science Leech. But I like it, and I want to have as much science as humanly possible, so I will definitely go for this one. Also, ceasefire, in return there will be Korana and Ash. That's tempting, but it would be boring for you, the audience. So, man, but it's really tempting, and you know, no. You want me to show you more battles, right? I know that's the gist of it. Okay, I will go for refuse. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, that's probably what you want, but... Okay, now I can finally create a battleship that is very, very good indeed. Definitely something I'm going to go for. First though, let me just see the situation on Moonsies. Okay, Hydrogen rings, that's very nice. The moon is already exploded, I can tell by the glove, and it has nothing on it whatsoever. However, alien graphing, you for real, bro? No way whatsoever. Alien graphing on Tundra as well? No, I'm not having this. I am having a labor, definitely. How much will it cost me to speed this up? Quite a lot, but I can sacrifice my money for this purpose. It's kind of important, I guess. I will go for this. And those are kind of cold wood, so I'll go for this one as well. I know saying that this one instead, for example, of saying predictive logistics is kind of lame. I'm sorry. I will try to avoid making this mistake ever again in the future. That's the best I can say, at least. So, wait a minute. This system has a trade route? I don't want it to have a trade route. I want Anorok to have a trade route. Oh, and it has a maximum of the trade routes. Never mind, I guess. It's a little bit disappointing. I would love it to have more trade routes. For now, though, I guess I'll just deal with that. So anyway, Muses has all stuff, important stuff at least, queued up. And I'm about to have another battle, which is good. It's actually going to be a challenging one as well. Well, the previous ones were also supposed to be challenging, but as you have seen, my hero is at level 20. This is big. The bonuses, I'm not sure, that my hero currently gives to my fleet are huge, even though my fleet probably is actually weaker than the enemy's fleet. I mean, my ships are bigger, but the enemy's fleet is larger, and I believe the technology is also superior to mine. Just think how their rockets are advanced. Still, I am able to dominate those battles just because my hero is on level 20. That's a really big level. It does give my fleet a lot of bonuses. I'll actually show the bonuses in a second to you. In a second. And you know what? I actually do want to go back to analog for one more second. I will try not to cry this time. But there's this interesting idea behind this game. I mean, there's... Actually, that's not what really I want to say. Okay. We kind of countered each other because armor weak points minus 20% to all defense modes, but obviously with ultimate defense I have plus 25%, so I still have bonus to my defense points, but I might take some damage from those rockets, though. No, apparently no, still my defense is far too great, probably because of my hero's level. That's very, very good indeed. I'm happy about that. Anyway, analog. Actually, hold on with this topic for just one more second so that I can show you this thing about this hero, which is... What was it? Oh yeah, the bonuses that she gives me right now with her 20th level, which is quite substantial. As you can see, okay. Plus almost doubled the minimum and maximum damage on fleet's weapons. Doubled! Almost, but still. Do you even imagine how much it is? Well, I guess you do, if you can multiply by 2, but still, it's big. More defensive stance system, it's not really that important, but still. More than doubled invasion military power on fleet. This is also incredible. More than 3/4 above average. Interception, accuracy on 1 meter. Okay, this is on flak, laser. It's just defense, defense, what's it called, modules that are upgraded. It's a really big upgrade, let me tell you that. All in all, this hero is purely amazing, and it's no wonder I'm able to dominate those battles. Even though I'm probably not really supposed to. Okay, my telephone just rang, but first of all, I do want to start producing mistrust. That's the first thing I want to do. Second, I want to cover the last thing I want to cover about analog, the hate story. So first of all, actually let me speed up the construction of Mistra, only one of them, especially because I don't have money for any more. Wow, I actually it costed a lot. If I knew how much it costed, I wouldn't have gone for it, but anyway, I will live, I guess. And when did I colonize? I guess I did. Whatever, just go for it. 3D replication plans, it's important. So, okay, I queued up the construction and I'm talking to myself, by the way. Hey, dude, let me just tell what I wanted to tell all along. So this interesting thing about analog, you can actually beat the game very fast. You know what, if I would have to bet, probably if you knew what you're doing, for example, if you played this game before, I'm quite certain you could beat it within 5 minutes. Maybe 10, that's 10 at max. You could beat it, it's possible. You wouldn't be satisfied though about the ending you have. You will definitely want to go back to it and play more of it. But technically speaking, you could do more, because the mission you get at the start of the game is just go to this ship, do this and this. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's very straightforward. You can do this very fast, very easily, and just be going with this game. But this game operates in such a way that it makes you intrigued and you want to stay in to learn more about anything that happened on the ship, and especially to Hyune, I expect of you at least. Maybe you want to know more about different character or don't care about them at all. But for example, I cared about Hyune a lot, especially about her story. No, no. Reactor 3 is going to be good. And so yeah, that's the interesting tricks of it. You can actually beat the game extraordinarily fast. But you don't have to, you can go deeper into it. And overall, I think I spent 6 hours, was it? The Steam said I spent on this game? I believe it was around 6 hours, yeah. One of the best 6 hours in my life. Okay, maybe, let's not go that far. I mean, I think it was a little bit ridiculous. But one of the better ones, that's for sure. It was a pleasure. It was amazing. And I absolutely loved that game. Unlock the Hate Story, definitely worth my recommendation. Anybody's recommendation. It was great. So, let me just save the game right here. So that I can resume in this same point later. I guess that's the point of saving a game. And that's pretty much it for me. I'm done. It was PANCZASU, the Mighty Mix Power. Thank you for watching. If you somehow enjoyed my work, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Always feel free to leave a comment because I definitely adore comments. Thank you for watching and I'll see you online.